Hello everyone, Super Macho Jedi Knight, not having finished all those chores I tried to do yesterday. Back again for Monday 40K. Hey Dick Niraseed, how are you? Get anything accomplished today? No? Didn't figure. How you liking them what ifs so far? You get through any more of them? We're going to do some Necron Warriors today because I don't want to deal with an hour and a half of blending. That needs a lot of concentration and leaves no room for talking. So, I don't even know where to start with these Warriors, man. Should probably figure out some lead belcher for the ones that aren't quite perfect. And then start doing some high metallic stuff for the Tesseract Glow to glow. Oof. That chicken and couscous is coming back on me. Some high metal. It's fucking ridiculous. I can't do anything right, man. Yeah, I'm going to try to get through a whole lot of them. As you can see, there's 14 of these cocksuckers to do. Because I haven't finished that last 15th one yet. Because I don't know how to do it. I'm going to have to pull out my Necron Bits box and find a proper chest for him. And see what I can shake loose. So where do we want to start? We want to start with some lead belcher. It's a whole. I've just been really working this weekend full. Oh yeah, the spring cleanup coming right up, isn't it? I'm gonna have to do some yard work soon. Ah yes. And how did you dig it? Did you enjoy it? I got a comment about the knife talk one for for Drake, and it said, "Thank you for all the murder knowledge you taught me." Because I noted that a knife to the back really wouldn't hurt you all that much unless you could arrange it so you get between the ribs. It would probably just deflect off. So yeah, now I'm under an investigation and I'm an accessory. Do you like the new slogan? Keep popping. Keep popping, babies. I got amusement after that too. From that, to by that, about that. My God, man. Never stopped popping. Excellent. Just mixing up my lead belcher here to the proper consistency. Which we'll see in a minute if I actually got there. Yeah, that'll probably do. 4 Debbies, no waiting. Oh yeah, I have no need for a copyright strike there. Although it's not the same kind of copyright strike you get every other time. Once you pop, you can't stop. Very long day. I got a new computer today, new work computer today. Very happy with it. Takes a long time to transfer so many years worth of files, though. I've got files there with just waiting in the install folder that I literally haven't used in a decade, on the off chance that I come across a machine that just might need them. But it's fun poking through all that old crap. I see there's some people missing already tonight. Some consistent people who have been here before many times have not shown up yet. And they'll hear about it at Easter. Alright, he looks pretty good. I'll set him aside. This one needs a bit of help. I think the lead belcher air is a tiny bit darker than the regular old lead belcher. Oh, missed his entire bloody head. Another intervention being planned. Yeah, probably. And this one's skinny, man. He needs a sandwich. Some of you may have noticed that I got a new shipment of comic books this weekend. And I'll be starting in on that stack when I'm done here tonight. I think I'm going to start with Hellboy. Oh. Hellboy's always a fun read. Despite how spooky it can be, it's always good like a bedtime story. Man, this one got all messed up because I was handling it so much, trying to get it together. A lot of touch up here. Recoding. Demons help me relax. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? They're good stories. They're fun. You know, they're not kid stories by any stretch, but they're lighthearted for the most part. Yeah, I'm almost out of Poppin' 50s. I gotta record at least 4 this Thursday. I wonder what these would look like if I just washed them the way they were. Not touch these up. That might be interesting. you're obsessed with those tentacles, man. I've unfortunately been spending a lot of time on TikTok lately. Frankly, I don't understand the vast majority of it. I mean, some things quite naturally make sense. You know, the 2-minute little, you really shouldn't do this because it's bad. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, people get straight to the point. But then there's this weird ooh culture. And this anime chick thing going on that just makes no damn sense. Although there's this one fun girl who she's a musician. I can't remember what her name is, Drew Gillen or something like that. Not real sure. And she sings puns. Now, y'all know me, I don't necessarily like puns. But she does it in a cute enough fashion where I'll let her get away with it. Last one, one of the more recent ones I saw was, what do you get when you cross a deer and a pickle? A dildo. A what? And you reminded me of that, Plastic, by the tentacles, because another one of her puns was, how many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
I don't know, how many?
10 tickles.
Oh.
But she does it in this little sing-song thing that's just adorable. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles. I like tentacles. What? Do 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 do.
Jesus, Adele's got like 3 songs in the top 100.
Yeah, I noticed that. You're gonna do some stuff based off suggestions in the comments of videos. I am. I opened up a new playlist today that I will be populating, hopefully beginning this weekend. And it was actually a viewer suggestion that gave me the name for the playlist. I don't want to make it the main thing, you know, but I'll insert one a week in between the regular ones. The playlist is called Previously on Billboard.
Zendaya's on the Billboard. Ooh, Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift. There's a song I don't want to hear.
I already did that one.
The Joker and the Queen?
Yep.
What about Miranda Lambert?
Not yet. Singing puns because they're fun. Boop.
Zendaya should get you some views.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, Mary J.
Okay.
Mary J. Blige is still alive.
Yeah, she's not that old, man.
I know, but I haven't heard of her in ages.
Yeah,
What
I
are you
think
saying about Zendaya?
well, you know, I keep thinking, oh, this one, their name is popular. This ought to help a lot. And yeah, they really don't.
Well, look at who's trending. Compare it to the trending list. And if you see somebody who's trending and they have something in the top 40,
I mean, technically, in a very real sense, top 40 is the trending list.
But not for, not necessarily for, like, suggestions. If you see somebody being suggested on Google Trends or Twitter Trend, well, not so much Twitter, because Twitter is really a freaking echo chamber and really small compared to what they think they are.
Yeah.
But if you see something on Google Trend, go for it. And Zendaya and that Spider-Man movie are still pretty recent. And it said she's new to the charts, huh? You'd figure the Chainsmokers wouldn't still be around.
Who?
The Chainsmokers?
Who are they?
They're a band.
I'm shocked that that Glass Animals is made it to number 1. That's like my worst performing fucking video, including the first one nobody noticed.
Now I gotta hear Zendaya's song.
You don't have to. Nobody's asking you to.
No, I'm just curious. Like, I know she was a Disney girl, so I want to know what it sounds like. Like, I like her as an actor. Samuel L. Jackson calls bullshit after Jonah Hill is named actor with most on-screen profanity.
That's funny. That amuses me endlessly. I'm telling you right now. That's fucking funny. Can I be the podcaster with the most? Can I be the streamer with the most? Bunch of cocksucking motherfucking... A pal of mine said they watched all of the Pop at 50s because that's the stuff their daughter listens to. And I'm like, I'm really hoping your 10-year-old is not listening to Doja Cat. Alright, she might be doing it surreptitiously, but I mean, I hope they're not encouraging that particular song for their 10-year-old. I mean, Lord knows I was exposed to a lot of interesting stuff when I was 10.
I sent you a link to some 12-year-olds doing Guns N' Roses, and the kid who was on guitar was pretty good.
Oh, is that what that was? It didn't connect when I tried. Probably a network thing.
And then there was another one on Games Workshop Pops.
You know, I already canceled my Warhammer Plus.
Did you?
Yeah, well, the customer service wouldn't help me.
What problem were you having?
The single sign-on, no sign-on would work to get me back into Warhammer TV after the first time I tried it. No matter what I did, I mean, it would take the sign-on, and it would tell me, "Oh yeah, you've got this subscription, and you know, you paid for it. Here's your payment record." And I would go in there. And first off, it's one of the shittier sites since GeoCities, honestly. It's a terrible goddamn site. But it would say, "You are not entitled to watch this content." And I'm like, "What? I paid for it. What more do I get? What are you... Where?" And you go to your account preferences and all that. And it says included Warhammer TV. So I wrote them 3-4 times. They never answered. I'm like, nope, well, yeah, that's good enough for a cancel. I pay for enough fucking streaming services as it is right now.
Well, you didn't pay for that one all at once?
No. Blow 60. If I'm gonna blow $60, I'm gonna be. Well, the word blow will come back up again. That's when. And there's this evening's filth. Okay. Throw it in the comments. It's not official till it's in the comments. That thing better be funny, though, because if it's just, I'm going to give it an honest reaction. If I think it's fucking silly.
It's not in the top 40, though.
That's why it'll be on, previously on Billboard.
Okay.
Previously on Billboard. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles.
Were you having lunch with David Duke or something this week? Because there was a whole bunch of shit about racism on your Twitter.
Whole bunch? What are you talking whole bunch?
There were a couple of posts about them and smoking. And...
Well, it was just a comedy bit, man. I didn't make that up.
Oh.
I took that from a stand-up comedian. You think I'm clever enough to come up with, come in here, steal all our hamsters? Fucking blue people, eh? Coming in here, stealing our hamsters. Did I really check everything? Oh, whoa, no. No. That's better.
Yeah, that TV switch you posted was fucking hysterical.
Right? All these guys are like, I had a Nintendo 64, I'm fucking old. I was like, shut your fucking hole, man.
And then the like push button clicker box.
Yes. That was 1978. I had to look that up. That was our first cable box, man. In Pennsylvania, in my grandmother's room, former grandmother's room. She had moved by then. It became my parents' room. It was on a cable clicker box exactly like that I watched 2 hours of Star Trek TOS every single night. 2 different stations. One from Jersey, one from New York. Pop let me take my dinner up there. I don't know how often. I want to say it was like for months, but that can't be right. Yep, that's right. There was one room in between. I don't even know who was in there. But I had gone upstairs by myself. I had this tiny little attic cubicle, barely big enough for the bed. Didn't even have a door. It's a good thing I didn't have to grow up in that one as a teenager. Woo, doggies.
The rest of the family would have been traumatized.
Well, I might have heard the door at the bottom of the attic stairs. I might have had time, but that was in Pennsylvania. That was in Havertown. You weren't even out of diapers when we left. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles. I don't even like puns, but I can't get over that one. It's so it's just I like tentacles. What do you get when you cross a pickle and a deer? A dildo. Oh no. I missed a giant fucking burr on that one's leg. Oh well.
Oh well.
I don't care about Australian pop. I've heard Kylie Minogue. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, but those, when they do an Australian listens to American shit, or a Scottish person does American shit, they get lots of views. I wonder if it works the other way around.
Those people are a lot more attractive than me.
Yeah, but if you do like Slovenia or something.
Slovenia. I'm trying to imagine right this minute what Slovenian pop is like. And all I can imagine is like the kind the kind of thing you'd get when you watch Euro Trip.
You can do a Yankee listens to banjo music and like find out the West Virginia top 40.
There's no West Virginia top 40.
I'm sure there is.
That's Georgia.
Was it?
Yeah.
Same difference. Same difference.
K-pop. I mean, that'll get there That'll get there soon enough. I mean, I'm surprised they're not on the charts right now.
Because they haven't had an album yet. Or this year's. They will as soon as their next album drops. The BTS people will tear into you. That one could be good.
Yeah, I hope so. That could be fun.
I've read a couple of articles about how they get a little overzealous and try to cancel shit. Even people who like BTS, they'll like go after each other with knives and shit.
Oh, was she? Interesting. Brit
You could do theme songs of James Bond movies.
Oh yeah, I gotta go dig up that other Billie Eilish one, man, because that's my biggest video. I gotta. Okay, exploit was gonna be the wrong word. Take advantage will also be the wrong phrase.
Exploit's fine. Capitalize on.
Capitalize. That's the best one to use. Yes, that'll work.
Continue the momentum.
Continue the momentum. Oh wait, that one's full. That's not the one I want. There it is. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles. Watching The Rookie right now. That's what? It's getting old? What do you mean it's getting old? It's amusing me. It's my show. How is that not sufficient?
Man, I haven't touched a model in since freaking Putin invaded Ukraine, I don't think.
Yeah, you know, the last couple weeks has not been amazing.
It was funny when you texted me you weren't streaming. I'm like, good, because I was at a air rescue training seminar or mission all weekend.
Ah.
Way the fuck up north, and I had mentioned it before. I got up at 4 a.m. on Saturday and didn't get home until 6:30 on Sunday.
Yeah.
But I made a friend who's a Navy air traffic controller.
You gotta watch out for those Navy boys.
He's gonna, I'm gonna split some gas with him, and we're gonna fly over like the Deception Pass Bridge and a couple other places up north.
Ah, interesting. Only
So
60 pages up to type. Oh, cool.
Some aerial photography, and then since he's an air traffic controller, because I always mean to go take pictures. There's a high-speed military plane route up north, and a couple of my friends always get good pictures, but sometimes they're dickheads about what time the passes are going to happen, because they like to give away their pictures to the pilots, and I'm like, dickhead, pilots make enough money, they would buy your pictures.
Yeah.
So they don't like to tell anybody when it's happening, and so I'm gonna just talk to the controller and say, hey, when's it happening? And then I'll go up that day, and then when he gets off work that night, because he's a senior controller, so he would be working day shift, and I'll go shoot the high-speed route all day, and then when he gets off work, we'll do some aerial photography around sunset.
Nice. I dig it.
Me too.
It was
He's
not.
like a whopping 20 years old. I'm like, Jesus Christ, are you sure?
Yeah.
How many hours do you have? And he actually had a shitload of hours for a 20-year-old. And then it turns out that he soloed his first day on he turned 16. I'm like, oh, shit.
I don't know anything about air licensing. 16 is the same as it's the same as driving?
Yep.
Ah.
So the day he turned 16, he took a lap around the airport by himself.
Nice.
In an airplane. I'm like,
well, that was the assumption, yes, an airplane.
He's taken a couple of courses, so I'd probably feel fine flying with him. I'm used to flying like with military vets or shit like that, and I'm like, I flew with this one guy who I hadn't flown with since some training like a year ago, and we're flying around Mount Rainier, doing terrain following. So we have to stay 1,000 feet when we're looking for something. We have to stay 1,000 feet above the ground. So when you're flying around the mountain, you have to go up and down, and it can get nauseous and stuff. But it is fun on the downward slope.
Ah, there you go.
But he has a tremor And I'm like, oh shit, I'm flying in the mountains with this guy, but he's smooth as shit.
Yes, sure.
I'm like, I'm gonna die, and then he was like, he was really good, and he's like, take a look at the machine. So I'm looking at the or the altimeter. No, I'm looking at the device that tells me when we're even with the mountains and not above them, and
Yeah.
he's like, like flying above them and listening to all my changes. I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. And he was smooth for somebody who can't hold a piece of paper stuff.
Oh no. Well, I'll bet the controls have enough resistance that.
Yeah, and it's probably an intentional tremor. Like, I used to work with a guy, Corey, and he'd been a doctor for a couple of years, and we're cutting on somebody, and his hands are shaking. I'm like, what the fuck's up with you? And he's like, oh, I have an intention tremor. So his hand shakes until he touches something, and so, like, if he's got a scalpel in his hand, it's shaky until he touches the patient's skin, and then it causes his hand to stop shaking. I was like, that must be disconcerting for the patients.
Yeah, a little bit. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
712. I just got a plus 10, and I haven't typed anything in for a while.
10 tickles. Yeah, it's based on time and contributions.
I'm trying to catch up to debt. Wait, those are my favorite bra sizes, coincidentally.
What? What? That's terrible.
I don't think so.
What do you get when you cross a pickle with a deer?
The app doesn't tell me my points, but I'm not turning my computer on because I'm waiting for a call.
You're gonna take a call in the middle of our stream?
It's urban rescue. I spent all weekend doing air rescue, and now I gotta make it to a meeting for urban. Circle next to the chat window. Thank you. Claim failed. Please try again later. Oh, 9.9K. Let's see if I can break 10,000 today.
Is that how it works here, fellas? Didn't get to the gym this morning.
God damn it. When's your trip? I'll buy a ticket if I could follow you on a Segway with an AED.
A what?
With a defibrillator.
You realize we're allowed to stop any time, right? We're not running it. It's not an 11-day marathon.
Shit, I want Skywalker or Chewbacca characters. Where the fuck are they?
Those are subscriber only, baby.
Damn it. There's a Macross fish head. It's probably just a regular fish head, but I'm gonna say it's a Macross fish head.
I agree with you.
There's a kanji that says that to Whitey. Did you hear Pete Davidson's going up on Jeff Bezos' dildo?
Who?
Pete Davidson?
Don't know who that is.
How the fuck do you want to have a pop culture channel and not know who Pete Davidson is?
Is it music?
It's pop culture.
This is pop music.
He's feuding with Kanye.
About?
Never mind. Less view, more TMZ. Oh, is that Han Solo drinking beer? That's cool.
That's exactly what it is. I paid for that, so if you want it, you gotta pay me.
I don't want it that bad.
Holy crap, it's 9:40, it's 7:43 already? Tickles. He's the weird looking motherfucker from SNL. Well, I guess you'd know that if you watch it, but if I'm staying up that late on a Saturday, there's only two things that are happening, and SNL ain't one of them.
Yeah, but you can only masturbate so much.
And I save it till late Saturday night. Wow, you got nothing for that one, huh? You throwing watches around? Watches? What?
Those are hearts.
Time flies when you're throwing watches around. Why, Ike? Whatever do you mean?
Yeah, the next time you find yourself watching Drew Barrymore, switch it to TMZ so that you can interact with. You'll have more stuff to talk to on Pop at 50.
I got exactly as much as I need to. It's like that Blink 182 album, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. ink is all separated. It looks like... Never mind. Are you trying to seduce me? No one is seducing anyone here. Thank you very much. You know, I banned several of those bots, and every time I look back in the chat list, they're still fucking there. How wackadoo is that? I think that's good enough. Where are my paint trays? Where's my dry palette? There it is. Not exactly graduated to that. Why plastic? Whatever do you mean?
I was thinking of that Dustin Hoffman movie.
This is Robinson. You know, I did see that a few years ago. I had never seen it before. I was like, oh, Netflix has got it on disc. I'm looking for an excuse to actually keep my fucking disc program running. Which didn't help, actually. So I watched it. You know, I'm not entirely certain why it's the classic everybody wants it to be.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no, what did you do?
I thought that my unboxing videos were bringing up my average on Plastic Hobbies, but it was my show coverage. It's got 1,000 views, and it's a 15-minute video.
Wow.
That's why my numbers keep going up. Here I am planning out unboxing videos, and it's a freaking show coverage. I'm going to have to go to some more model shows. Shit, and I just let 2 of them pass me by.
Oh no.
Fuck, why did that happen? This volunteer shit's got to end because I can't manage my social media.
Yeah.
And then our IC2C videos get 9 views.
You get 9 views for those?
Yes.
I'm lucky if I get 3. No joke.
What's wrong with this picture? I just used the filter for most views on Plastic Hobbies, and it lined them up 979, 874, 858, 1K, 595, 515, 206.
Yeah, that doesn't sound correct.
That's funny. Google Math. Let me try and refresh it. Nope, it put the 1K after the 8 and 900s.
Oh, I finally remembered the other the other pun I was trying to remember all fucking night. So, how do you use a frying pan as a weapon in D&D?
You use it as a
Remember, it's a pun.
use it as a troll's IUD and hope they die of toxic shock.
That is not much of a pun. Remember, it's a pun.
10.
That's not a pun either.
I don't know. I give up.
Hey, Gilly. A bag? Bag of what? I knew about the box. The Graduate is one of those classics that is a classic for that era, but not to go back and watch. I absolutely agree with that. There's certain aspects of it that just don't play as shocking or controversial anywhere after the 60s, honestly. Kind of like George of the Jungle. You know, one of the last things I expected tonight was just George of the Jungle reference. Oh my god.
Friend to you and me.
When he gets in a scrape, he makes his escape with the help of his friend, an ape named Abe. Then away he'll schlep on his elephant chap, while Bella and Ursula stay in step with George of the Jungle, friend to you and me. Ah!
Watch out for that tree.
Iron Eagle 17.
We should clip those parts where we finish songs.
You know, I always intend to go back and looking for stuff, and then I just like, I'd like to go to bed.
It's alright. Sleep's more important. I'm waiting for my phone call.
Your call to adventure?
Adventure is out there.
I'm reading John W. Campbell right now. Well, not right now. When I'm done with this stack of comics, I'll be going back to it.
I'm reading Curious George.
I believe that.
Just some of us aren't as cultured as you.
I don't know if you can really call early 20th century sci-fi as cultured. It was largely regarded as the last bastion of the incompetent writer. And certainly nobody believed the readers of it were any bright fucking shakes.
Phonics worked for me.
Knowing the Connecticut school system, I'm sure it did.
It wasn't that bad when I was there.
Maybe it was just Morgan.
I should cut a video while I'm waiting for my phone call watching your stream, but I'm fucking lazy. I'm looking at airplane pictures and sitting on the couch.
Come on. Okay, it's possible that was too much.
What?
Put a little too much ink on this brush.
Oh, you're brushing on your ink?
Yeah, for these little details, yeah. Because I want the pure white in there for an idea I have. And the regular paint is just too thick. I'd end up making fucking ink out of it to begin with, so I figured I'd just use the ink. Hey, everybody. You all, everybody. What else is everybody doing tonight? It's Monday night. I'm not expecting a lot out of you, I'll be honest. Because this is the height of my evening. Get in there. That's better.
I'm waiting for Instacart to bring my hookers and blow.
Man, don't even convince me that Instacart will do that. I had a hard enough time deciding to leave the house as it is.
You don't have drug delivery in Connecticut?
I don't know what the fuck is in your mouth, but empty it out before you try saying that again.
You don't have drug delivery in Connecticut?
Not the good shit. Going for a walk when the wife gets home. Okay, that's cool. It's quite pleasant out there today, right? You're only a couple of towns away from each other. Go hang out.
It's raining out if you're talking to me.
I am. I guess it isn't that pleasant.
You actually have mowed my lawn on Friday.
You are too far away for that to be effective.
I said I knew I should have mowed my lawn on Friday.
What, that whole 3 postage stamps worth of grass you call a lawn?
Yeah.
Do you even use a full-size gas lawnmower for it?
No, I have an old school.
That's smart, because it would irritate the shit out of me to waste gas on something like that. Only a little bit rainy. Was that good Scottish weather, madam? Is the rain falling straight down or slightly to the side like?
They have electric ones.
Yeah, but if I had to use up enough electricity on... You keep forgetting how cheap I am.
True.
It's only on vacations that I willingly spend any goddamn thing I want for. A con is a different thing. It only happens 2-3 times a year. But the rest of the year, it's like, nope, cheap, cheap, cheap. I'm a little avian. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Ah, that didn't work. I think this coming weekend I'm going to go upstairs and find a shitload of books, donate them to the library.
You can bring them to the Derek Zoolander Center for kids who can't read and want to learn how to do other stuff too.
You know, the one line that made me laugh in that whole flick, I don't even remember the context of it or even the complete quote, but it ends with, "Stuck between the dwarf and the Maori tribesman." Just the image of being stuck between. Talk a lot, talk a little more. Big little, talk a little, big little, talk a little, big, big, big. It does. Con! But I suck it up. I suck it up because I have a damn good time at conventions. And then I spend the rest of the year cheap. Actually, you know, I I borrowed Bill's wife's copy of The Music Man and copied it for myself.
I was thinking, does like a 10,000 point Sister of the Battle Army count as thrifty?
It depends exactly on how long it took to get there. If you do it in under a year, that is not thrifty. Infant to see Hugh Jack. What? I don't know what that means.
Huge Jackman. That was the title of my sex tape.
It was a solo one, right?
That was filmed in a bathhouse. The one I wanted to be the DJ at.
Is he really? He sings pretty poorly, though.
Why don't you?
Unless he... On Broadway?
If it's good enough for Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, that's not really how Broadway works.
Like they don't have a speaker system?
Not really how Broadway works. I mean, the whole conceit is that it's the human voice. It's not. Even if he sang poorly, I mean, even if he amplified it, he'd still be singing poorly. Unless he got quite a few lessons since Les Miserables. I've heard worse than him. You leave me out of it, God damn it.
I think he's playing opposite Neil Patrick Harris.
Really?
Once again, less view, more TMZ.
The view only shows up because I forget to turn off the TV. Once 11:30 rolls around, I'm eating lunch and watching YouTube, and then I turn the TV off because I remember and I'm annoyed now. Although I'll tell you this for free. Sarah Haynes is pretty attractive. You wouldn't know unless you watched The View, would you? Hey, Nerog, how are you? Good day, I had to check out the stream. I haven't seen many Necron Panthers. Yes, it's part of the box set. This is the cleanup here. We got some heroes to do after this. How you been, man? Oh, shit, no, I didn't watch The Greatest Showman.
It was a Zendaya movie.
Was it? I don't know. She's being in it is one thing. I don't know. It's not really her movie, is it?
She was the star. She was the Greatest Showman.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Now I collect them to begin with. It's just a bonus that they were in the Indomitus box. Voice guy over here. But you pretty much only care about Necrons in the context of the challenge, right? Yep.
I think they're goofy as shit.
Yeah, so this is all me here. I like Necrons. I've got quite a few. Not as many as my other armies, but bits at a time. All right, so I got.
I could have developed an affinity for them, except for the first 5 I built. Their legs were all broken and traumatized from painting.
Yeah, it was not an easy. that first run was not easy. I've still got leftover.
I'm happy to say I put together 15 and haven't had any fractures yet.
I've had two. Alright, now, see. The thing is, what do I do next? I should really go in and get those, I should really go in and get the tubes. I'll get the tubes. I don't know. What is wrong with your keyboard? What have you done? Yeah, I unfortunately did see Les Mis, and I was thoroughly unimpressed by Jackman. And I'll be honest, I wanted to go fighting around the world with fucking Russell Crowe. Anybody remember his turn on South Park? No, nobody. Okay. They had him on South Park several years ago. They had him running around with a tugboat for some reason. Oh, was he known for hanging around tugboats?
Have you done any of the headquarters guys yet?
From what?
From your chat.
Headquarters guys. Oh. No. We're finishing with that because we're really looking to have better skill when we get to those big guys. They are in the pipeline. They will probably not happen before summer. I dare say they absolutely will not happen before summer. But we're doing the whole box one way or another. So, stay tuned, baby.
We're almost at the year anniversary.
Yep, a couple more weeks. I'm going to have a 12-hour painting stream for that. And if you believe that one.
I was going to say, I couldn't talk you into doing that.
Crow was in Master and Commander. Yes, I adore that flick. That is one of my favorite historical pieces. I love that movie. I just watched it a couple of weeks ago. Necrons are opinion about to play against. No, in general. Oh, well, yeah. Let's see which camera's good. I just barely started this one. Plastic don't play. I haven't played either, but I did not have sufficient point strength before the pandemic started. And you know, honestly, if you, I don't, I'm not 100% sure I ever will. I mean, I'm gonna take my sisters down to one of the hobby stores eventually, and see, you know, who can irritate me the least. Let's say it like that. You need a sedative to play. Not with a stranger. I wouldn't lose my shit on a stranger. Come on. Oh, wait. I forgot a part. I forgot a part. Oh, my God. Great. We mentioned Music Man, and now I got Madam Librarian in my head. Marion. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Madam Librarian. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Which is actually kind of a banger, you know what I'm saying? Haha, there you go. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. Oh, the Wells Fargo man is a coming down the train. I hope he has something for me. Oh, we got trouble. Right here in River City. That starts with T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. Jesus, we're going through early 60s musicals tonight. What the fuck kind of life do we live? Singing is just sustained talking. Blood, what? Blood in the streets in the town of New Haven. That's not a lyric for Music Man. At least I really don't think it is. Yeah. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, pick, talk a little, pick a little more. Oh, what's this now? Excuse me while I whip this out. Let's see what this is, huh? Woo! Excellent. I'm digging it, man. Good stuff. Yeah, look at that. Cool. I like it. I like it. Now, where was I? River City, Iowa. Oh, I know why I had such a boring ass, inconsequential day. I forgot to do the daily roll. Y'all should be doing daily rolls, hashtagging it with daily
Oh,
roll.
damn.
And then letting me know. Because that's fun. Gives a little motivation for the day. Either you get confirmation bias, that where you know it's going to be a good day and everything's all right, or you get an opportunity to get crazy with it and fight for a good day. You should all be doing that. Get out your percentile dice. Oh, this one's going to be interesting. There we go. That worked. That worked well. I don't think so. Are you looking for strictly art pieces, or are you looking for, you want a consistent army? Because that should answer your question right there. If you're just looking for art pieces, then absolutely go for it. Figure out another color and rock the hell out of it. But I've read, and I find it silly myself, but I've read that some people, when you go to play them, will insist on weird things like, consistency. I find it to be overwrought. But, what are you going to do? If you only ever play with your pals, and they don't care, I would say spin that wheel and figure out some colors. Just want to be noticed when placed on the table. Well, that is an eye-catching thing, so that'll get you there. You don't have those dice? You have no dice? Aw, come on, man. You're okay. The daily roll is I take a pair of percentile dice and I roll them and I record them. I record them on video. And I look at them, and if I get a good roll, then that means it's going to be a good day. You got a high percent chance that it's going to be a good day. If I get a low roll, it means I have to fight and make a concerted effort to make it a good day. Again, there are people out there that I've played nerd games of other sorts with other nerds, and man, there's a reason geeks have been pilloried so often and so effectively over the decades. And frequently, honestly, it's their own fault. If some geeks, nobody here, I don't think, some geeks, if they would just take a breath and relax, I think people would like them as individuals a whole lot better and have a better, less strident view on geeks and nerds as a whole. Which is why I've largely given up dealing with Star Wars fandom, actually. Those guys are starting to drive me up the goddamn wall. In 1970, what was the last time you went out to... What? 1970? I wasn't yet born in 70. Nobody here was born in 70. Gonna have to expand on what you mean by with that question / statement.
That wasn't a good word. That wasn't a good word. But that was more of a word joke. I was like, in 1970, what? You went out and played a game with somebody.
Oh.
Just go to a fucking Games Workshop and play.
They're all the way up in West Hartford.
So they're up in West Hartford.
Or Norwalk. Yeah.
So drive to Norwalk.
Blech. I'll go to West Hartford before I go to Norwalk.
I fucking drove to Canada this weekend just so I could meet with somebody who has the authority to sign me off in some new skills. Just do it. Be like Nike. Find a Facebook group.
Oh, really? You want to subject me to that kind of horror?
Oh, for Christ's sake. There's better things than you can put yourself on.
That was fun. I was amused by that. Yak 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 yak. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, pick, talk a lot, pick a little more. I haven't played with my community yet. I don't want to rock the great tie. You guys in your area are that old, huh? This green stuff isn't adhering very well to this lead belcher. It's doing well enough, but... So, are you caught up with Picard, or do you not have Paramount?
I don't have Paramount.
Ah, well. I enjoy it a bit, actually. I enjoyed it so much
Your rant about his artificial heart.
No, it wasn't a rant. It was a question. I mean, think about it, man. His body was turned into that of a 12-year-old, but his heart was a full-grown man's. So how did that thing still fit in there?
Plot armor?
Yeah, straight up writer's forgetting. That's what it was.
Maybe the transporter fixed it.
Or maybe the kind of person who would write an episode like that to begin with just sucks.
I've been noticing that like a lot of writers don't necessarily seem like they're a fan of the things they write for.
Yeah, you notice that? Oh, look at that. It's 8:30. I'll finish off these three. We'll call it a night.
You guys should both go play.
Actually, the worst thing is I don't think I'll ever own enough dice. Actually, I'll bet the place in orange isn't that bad.
Do it. I'm watching the Strange New Worlds trailer.
Ah, it looks pretty friggin' good, doesn't it?
It just started.
See, I like the Pike from Discovery. Alright, last one. You never have enough dice. How do you not have enough dice? Well, here's the thing about Warhammer dice. Each unit is allowed a given number of attacks per round, right? Or per their turn. And the thing is that each attack may have multiple shots, and you have multiple units in a unit. So if you got a 5-girl sisters retributor squad and they're rocking heavy bolters, you could have upwards of, just for argument's sake, let's say 10, 12 shots. Whatever. Nobody cares that much. You know it. You're just looking for shit to complain about. Thing is, we can roll those 10 or 15 dice one at a time and take all afternoon to get one squad their shots, or you can roll 15 dice at once. And then, the ones that don't hit, you take away, and then you re-roll the 10 that did hit to see if they were actually effective. So yeah, I've watched battle reports on YouTube. You are looking to be a jerk. Stop it. You see these guys with literal double handfuls of dice with like orcs or Tyranids, and they're just going like that, and they just go, that one hit, that one hit, that one hit, those didn't hit, and then they have to pick them all up again and just drop them all again and see how much damage was done. It's ridiculous. So, that was a pretty productive night. It doesn't look like it, but I feel that it was regardless. So, we're going to call it even. Anything you missed here tonight will be available on VOD in Twitch, and it'll be available in YouTube tomorrow afternoon. Follow on Instagram, follow on Twitter, follow on TikTok. Oh no, I've got a TikTok. Follow Pop at50 at YouTube, and just generally have a really good time dealing with everything I feel like putting out on the internet. Have a good night.